DI. Appreciate y'all for being here. Love y'all to pieces. Come on in. Top of the morning. Appreciate the Bleacher Report. Appreciate Bleacher Report for having me. Download the Bleacher Report app. If you haven't downloaded the app, tell a friend to download the app. You download the app. You're probably watching me now, so you got the app. And follow the NFL tab, the Cowboys tab, and the NFL Draft tab. I should be popping up and chit-chatting with y'all on either one of those tabs. Let me just tell you about life a little bit. Something that's scary. That's nerve-wracking. Something that, I have new hobbies that are packed with adrenaline. And, it's not, street racing or jumping out of aeroplanes or nothing like that. That fills me with stress, adrenaline, and anxiety. My newest hobby that keeps me on edge is critiquing people on their own platforms. For example, I've been working on DallasCowboys.com lately. People on YouTube and Twitter know this, but maybe Bleacher Report haven't. And something I can't stop myself from doing, it is what it is. I can't stop myself from doing is if I'm doing a Dallas Cowboys podcast in the Dallas Cowboys' building, if I disagree with something that the owner and general manager does on their podcast, in their building, I will loudly ridicule them. Now, I don't just ridicule them for fun. We don't just do this for clickbait and foo-foo behavior. We do it for good reason. If I'm ridiculing the Joneses in my mind, I'm doing it for a good reason. They deserve ridicule. I'm sure you all agree. So, man, I was taking a walk the other day, man. I was searching for some content, flipping through the Bleacher Report app like you should be doing. I was on the NFL tab like you should be. Scroll way over to the NFL Draft tab on Bleacher Report because it's filled with great content. And I scrolled a little bit, and I found by Brent Sobleski of Bleacher Report, I reckon, 2025 NFL Draft Big Board. The Bleacher Report NFL Scouting Department post-combine rankings. Now, of course, I'm going to use this as an opportunity for content, first of all. But I'm going to use this as an opportunity to disagree with someone. But the part that fills me with adrenaline is doing it on Bleacher Report.
Did you hear what I said?
So let me just run y'all down the rules real quick before we get going. I understand I am a Bleacher Report affiliate. I understand I'm on payroll, so to speak. I understand that some of the higher ups are probably going to be watching this. That's all right. That's all right. I won't make this personal whether I agree with something that I see or not. It's going to be player rankings and a big board. Now, I'm probably going to skim through the big board and not trip on it too much, but the player rankings is what I really want to dive into. But I want to look at it from a Cowboys context, from a Cowboy fan's perspective, going into the draft, some of the players that we should be looking for and whether I agree or disagree. I even got my big board pulled up in case, we want to get to my rankings or my big board, see how much I disagree. All right. And I'm going to do it in a very, very honest way. There will be no lies here. All right. Everything I'm going to, critique comes from a good place, I'll say. All right. With that being said, let's rip somebody's top 200 to shreds, shall we?
Did you hear what I said?
All right, man. Like I said, man, y'all go to Bleacher Report and go find them. I'm going to share this screen. Let's see. We ain't doing nothing else. Bam, there it is. Now, can I easily get to my big board from here? You damn right I am. I can. Sure. How can I get me up out the way? How can I make me small? Probably go run and eat better, but yeah, that's good enough to do it. Ain't no first round safeties on my board. If I could do anything, I guess I'll just yeah. There we go. And damn, my logo went away, man. I can't move my logo. Y'all be all right. Shucks. Now, let's get to this Bleacher Report business. So it's a combination of fellas. Matt Holder. He with the Raiders folk. Brandon Thorne. I know Brandon Thorne. I think he do O-line masterminds with Duke and them. Dane Parsons from Locked On NFL Draft. All right. Corey Giddens. I've heard of Corey Giddens. Matt Holder, and of course we got Brent Sobleski. All right. Let's see what they talking about. Now, like I said, I kind of want to move around their top 200 board or whatnot. I may look for certain players where they got them ranked, but for the most part, their board is their board. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to get a handle on a few Cowboy targets here. Will Johnson, they got as their 5th best player. Big disagreement from me, but it's all right. Malachi Starks, and look, Malachi and Will have been falling throughout the draft process. I must pat myself on the back for being early on those two guys, thinking that they will fall in the draft, and then them kind of falling in the draft. I can pat myself on the back for that. Teteroa McMillan as the 6th overall player, as he should be. Ashton Genty as the 8th overall player, as he should be. Omarion Hampton being 10 is kind of reflecting what we've been seeing from a lot of these teams. But that's all right. Jade Barron's up there. I think all these tight ends being ranked early make my neck itch a little bit. Colson Loveland being this high is really interesting, but that's their business. Just want to make sure I ain't missing nothing there because I see Shamar Stewart at 19, which makes sense. I think people overranking him a little bit. I think 19 is too high as well, but at least he's not in that, top 8 or so group. I mean, Jalen Walker was in that group too. They were just kind of overrating, not Bleacher, but people were overrating these guys a little bit. Mike Hale at 28, in which I'm fine with. Not really, because he should have been 3rd round, but it's better than him being top 10 or so, right? Where they got can I control find? Hell yeah. Where is Nick Scored? He's at 35. All right, cool. Nick Scored. That's just whatever. I'm not a fan of Nick Scored either. So some of the players that were unanimous, like top 10 type dudes. And if y'all been following along, I wasn't the biggest fan of some of those guys. The mock is reflecting some of that drop off, right? So that's cool. The rest of this, y'all go look on your own. Download the app. Peep it out. Y'all got a lot of safeties on y'all board, man. Chill out, dog. All these safeties, dog. Come on, man. Let's see what the quarterback's looking like. Now, if I have a quarterback bias, y'all know I am a big day 2 Will Howard guy. So let's see what they got for us here. As far as the most accurate, Shadur Sanders, I would give that to Dylan Gabriel. That's my first thing. The best arm strength, sure, we'll give it to Cam. Mobility, sure, we'll give it to Milroe. Pro ready, Shadur, fine. We'll take that. Will Howard is quarterback 3 here. And that's a good sign for me because I was thinking the same thing. Will Howard right there. 3rd round grade for me. Quarterback tax will probably go in round 2. I got Will Howard as the 3rd best quarterback as well. So we seem to be simpatico with that. That's something that I care about in particular. And that's this Cowboy lens that I'm looking through, right? I'm not looking for a Cam Ward conversation with you guys. I'm not looking for a Curtis Rourke conversation because I don't think he's good. But in general, I was kind of high on Will Howard as like a day 2 Cowboy target if they want to go backup quarterback that they can develop to be the next guy. So me and Bleacher Report are simpatico on quarterback. Shouts out to you. Let's see what they say about Tyler Shaw because I've been poo-pooing on him, but he got some fantastic traits though. He got the frame, arm talent, athleticism to be presented. Yeah, his tape shows the velocity. Yeah. All else, sure. Yeah. Injuries have happened. Yeah. Okay, talk about how he just throw the ball all over the place. That's all I want to read about Tyler Shaw. Anyway, running backs is very important to us. Ashton Genty, Omarion Hampton, Caleb Johnson. At this point, I would have Travion as my 4th guy, but that's okay because I like Dylan Sampson too. Damian Martinez is a bit high for me, but I think he's a cool little player. Scatterboat, that's a bit high. Maffa, Jordan James, Bayshore, RJ Harvey, I would personally have up here a little bit. Woody Marks, we're gonna watch him next week. It seems like PFF and Bleacher Report kind of got some disagreements here. That's all right. That's fine. We've watched most of these guys, and if y'all want to pause the video and take a quick look at my running back rankings, they're here. They're here. Knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. All right. Did they do a ranking like this? Okay, cool. Speed, Bayshore. Sure, Bayshore shows his speed on tape, so that's fine with that. I don't mind it at all. Omarion Hampton is the best power guy. Sure, Genty could go there too. Best vision, Genty. Sure, yeah, I don't mind giving that. Best hand, Scatterboat. I would go with our guy from SMU, Brashard Smith. Brashard Smith got the best hands. I think he was actually a receiver, but that's just my own personal opinion. And of course, the best third down back is Brashard Smith. So I see where we're going here. They trying to fit Scatterbo up in there, even though Scatterbo is a little better in the passing game than I thought he was. But shouts out to Scatterbo and his fans and his amazing fans. Now, my wide receiver board has been what it's been for a while. It's been McMillan, Golden, Abuka, Bird, and Besh. That's what it's been. Let's see what they're talking about. McMillan and Golden is there. Cool. There's a big fan base with Trey Harris. I'm not quite there with Trey Harris to where I can put him over Abuka and Burden. I think Trey Harris is a pretty good vertical guy, and I think he's a big muscly yak dude, but hell, I think Abuka does everything. I think he's ready to go right now. And Burden as a yak guy, big play guy, I think top tier stuff for him. A.M. Manure, Noel, Besh, Royals. I'm fine with all those. I think Isaiah Bond could fall a little lower. That's just how I feel about him. Jimmy Horn, Tez. You're not going to see me fight too much about these guys. I think Savion should be a little higher, but that's y'all opinion. It is what it is. It's all good. Best hands, Ted McMillan. Now, y'all know damn well the Cowboys need to go ahead and get McMillan to get the hell up out of here. Best route runner, I agree, it's Abuka. Best speed, Matthew Golden. Hell, Golden ran faster than Bond, even though I thought Bond showed us that he had like the fast film. And Golden was fast. Like, it's not like Golden was slow, but if we're talking about fast dude on film, of course it'll be Bond, but whatever. Best slide receiver and the most prorated guy is Emeka Ibuka. I don't disagree with anything at all. Tight ends aren't really about to skip right past, man, because I don't care about them. Tight ends aren't real people. Offensive line from a Cowboys context, we're looking at, is this all offensive line? Is offensive tackles? Cool. Offensive tackles, I'm a big Josh Simmons guy. Y'all know I'm a big Josh Simmons guy. So I'm ready to disagree and fight a good fight about everybody that's talking crazy about Josh Simmons. Armand Mimbo is the number one guy. Josh Simmons is the second guy. So this was scouted by Brandon Thorne. Got a lot of respect for Brandon Thorne as an offensive line guy. And I'm with him on this. I think this is a little high for Mimbo. I would drop Mimbo just a couple of spots. Brandon must have Will Campbell with the guards. Yes, Will Campbell's a guard. Okay, cool. All right, so Will Campbell has an 8.4. So his ranking would be Will Campbell, Mimbo, Simmons, and Banks. All right, bet I got you. Simmons better than all of them in my personal opinion, but best run blocker, Ariante Ursere. I don't hate it at all. He's humongous. His feet are slow, but he's a big body mover there. Josh Simmons, the best pass blocker, best zone blocker is Mimbo. I agree. Pro ready is Ozzy Trapillo. He puts up some good fight for us. And most versatile is Armand Mimbo. Yep, he can play guard and center for you. He can run in these zone things at many different spots. So there you go. I like Marcus Mbo also. Cam Williams took a big drop for me. I really wanted to see Charles Grant compete a little more, but you know how that go. Big fan of Chase Lunt. I'm sure the Cowboys are going to have to tap into this well at some point, so we'll see what the business is. As far as guards go, the Cowboys will be looking for guards. They just will be. And it seems like Brandon Thorne got best everything up here for Will Campbell. Now, best run blocker, I think Tyler Booker's a better run blocker than Will Campbell. But okay, so that's perfect. So I was about to say, Will Campbell may have the he may have the advantage in the the sideways game, the horizontal game, the lateral game. And that's why Will Campbell as best zone blocker makes sense. Even Will Campbell as best pass blocker I'm fine with, but Tyler Booker is the best run blocker in my personal opinion. And I don't disagree that Tyler Booker is the best pro-ready guy, because as a pro-ready guy, Tyler Booker, he's so strong. He's ready to whoop churn right now. So I totally agree there with him being the most ready. Gray Zabel being the most versatile. I'm with you because he's played everything from the left tackle to the right tackle. So I'm with you. Jonathan from Zone ain't good, dog, so it's all good. Go ahead and move on from Jonathan from Zone. Let's see what the D lineman say. Just tackles or D lineman altogether? D tackles, all right. We can do D tackles. All right, cool. Mason Graham's the first guy. Walter Noll's the second guy. I'm more of a Kenny Grant guy, but that's all right. Derek Harmon, Kenny Grant, Tyleek Williams, Alfred Collins. That's fine. You can live. You can live how you want to live. I'm a big fan of Jordan Burch and his athleticism from Oregon. Darius Alexander definitely took a big climb, and this is where it gets a little funky. The next group of guys, you can kind of have them however you want to, but Jordan Phillips, TJ Sanders, Deion Walker, Omar Norman Lott. I'm a fan of all those guys. The best pass rusher and run stopper are Mason Graham. The best nose is Kenny Grant. Most versatile, Walter Nolan. Walter Nolan, he's saying that because Walter can play all up and down the line of scrimmage, but nah, dog. Give me my guys. Give me my Michigan guys there. As far as edge dudes, I don't personally think the Cowboys will go edge. Pardon me. I don't think the Cowboys necessarily need edge, but there are so many good edges in this class. You just can't run out of them. Let's see. Best speed is Abdul Carter. Best power rusher is Shamar Stewart. Best run stopper is Michael Williams. Come on, Matt Holder. Chill out. And the most versatile is Abdul Carter. Michael Williams not a good run stopper. That's just my own personal opinion. Abdul's first, cool. Mike Green is second. We can live with that. Shamar Stewart's your third guy. I don't hate it. It's your business. Michael 4, not a big fan. James Pierce is falling for obvious reasons, but it is what it is. Nick Scorden, I don't think Nick Scorden can play. Whatever though. JT Tuamaloud, fan. Princely Umami Yellen got sacks in all the big games this year. Now he may just be a pass rusher and he needs a lot more run development, but gangster. Donovan EZ, gangster. Jack Sawyer is cool, but I'm looking for some of the other names like Kyle Kennard. See, I think Kyle Kennard is better than Jack Sawyer. Where's my guy from Texas, Barron Sorrell? I think he's better. Where's my LSU guy? Braden Swinson. I think Braden Swinson's better than Sawyer also, but just my opinion. Jared Ivey should be down bottom a little bit. Oladejo is going to be a sleeper, a sneaky sleeper. I think he's going to be fantastic. Kaimon Rucker, I can drop Rucker a little bit. David Walker's fine, but he's at Central Arkansas playing the bad kids. And when the competition got good versus David Walker, they was beating the hell out of him. It is what it is. Josh Jordan, I just watched him. Arm length guy, whatever. Dude, where's my board? That's Carson Swessinger, who's a bad boy. Honestly, Carson Swessinger better than Chris Paul, Jeffrey Bossa, and Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker's really an edge, but I'm my bad. He got Jalen Walker as the best blitzer, of course, because he's an edge. You got him versatile, sure, because he should be playing defensive end. That's why he's versatile. Best in coverage is Jahad Campbell for sure. Best run stop is Demetrius Knight. A-gap the A-gap guy. I don't hate it at all. As far as Swessinger, Knight, Stutzman, that's a cool ranking right there. But Bossa and Chris Paul up there, we can't take that. I got Swessinger as my second best linebacker there. Swessinger is a bona fide dude, bro. And we got a little more time. Just a little bit. Best man coverage, Will Johnson. I disagree. I think Will Johnson is a much better zone dude, but whatever. I think Travis is a much better man guy. Best slot guy, Upton Stout. No, sir. That's Maxwell Harrison. And most versatile, Jade Barron. That is true. Jade played everything from double A gap blitzer, nickel guy, outside on both sides, safety. I totally agree there. Jade Barron should be cornerback too, but I ain't gonna say nothing to nobody. Benjamin Morris is a dude. Maxwell Harrison is definitely the best nickel guy. I wonder why he's not up there as the best slot guy. I don't know. Siobhan Ravel, Trey Amos. Cowboys going to be looking for the nickel guys. And the nickel guys, like he mentioned, Stout. We already mentioned Hairston, big nickel guy. He's small, but he's a nickel guy. Like, I'm saying big nickel, like big time. Parrish as a nickel guy. Damn, boy, we got a couple people that could have been on this list. It's not on this list though, but that's on y'all, man. As far as the safeties go, I'm not listening to nothing else. Andrew Makuba is safety 1, and y'all got him as safety 10. Yo, Corey, chill out, bro. Chill out, bro. Malachi Starks, Nick Emenowari, Xavier Watts, Billy Bowman, Deontay Trader. Man, come on, dog. Malachi Moore, Keaton Crawford, Lathan Ransom. Lathan Ransom don't even cover. Sebastian Castro, he need to. My man's Corey Giddens need to rewatch Andrew Makuba, dog. My man's need to rewatch Andrew Makuba, bro. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this was a thrilling exercise, man. I told Bleacher Report that the people that they got on staff making mistakes, man. It's all right, though. Shouts out to everybody doing the work, though. As long as you do the work and watch the film, I ain't tripping on nobody in their opinion, bro, but chill out. Regardless of how I feel about these rankings, though, y'all be sure to download the Bleacher Report app and follow the NFL Draft tab, man. I'm sure they got some more great work over there, and the NFL tab and the Dallas Cowboys tab, because I'll be popping up on those. Voch Lombardi on Twitter, Voch Lombardi on YouTube, all right? I love y'all to pieces, man. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6 p.m. Central. I'll be right here. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski Peace Whiskey. Till next time. Salute.